Hello and welcome to Mindfully Crocheted Unraveled. My name is Mara. Today I'm going to be unraveling the New York Times Games, WORDLE, Strands, and Connections for Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. So spoiler alert, if you haven't already completed your WORDLE, Strands, and Connections for today, I encourage you to pause this video and go over and do that, and then come back and follow along and compare and see how we did. Of course, you can just follow along from the start if you're not doing WORDLE, Strands, and Connections, but then leave a kind comment below as to what you thought of my solutions for today. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to bring up my wheel of WORDLE start words, and we will select our WORDLE start word for today. Okay, I'm just going to check to make sure. Yes, good. Okay. All right, I'm going to shuffle these up and make it larger screen. And here we go. Craft. Okay, craft. That works for me. Let me stop sharing that. All right, I'm going to pause my video while I go and bring up my phone, and I will be back to solve WORDLE. Okay, I have my phone pulled up. I'm going to open up my New York Times Games app. Here's your periodic reminder that you don't have to play the New York Times Games through an app on your phone. You can use a web browser on your phone. So like if you have an iPhone, you can use Safari or you can use Google Chrome or any of those. You can also play on a laptop, desktop, tablet, however you'd like, using a web browser, and you don't have to get the app. Also, if you get the app, you don't have to pay for the app. Now, I did get the paid version so that I don't get ads, but the ads are fairly minimal. So if you want to get the free, download the app on your phone and just use for free, then you'll get an ad. But anyway, up to you. I just figured I'd share. Okay, so let me open up WORDLE. Guess your way to the correct word. Wednesday, July 2nd. Go ahead, add another day to your 310-day streak. All right. Here we go. Got something on my phone, but you can't see it. All right. Craft. Here we go. Okay, not a terrible start. Let's see. What about like an SC word? Okay, can't do scare. Score? What about score? That'll give me a couple other vowels. Let's go. Okay, well, that was not really any help except that A, O, and E are not there. So what we have U and I. Okay, and then we have an R and a C somewhere. All right. And then there's also Y as a vowel. So it's funny, they're right next to each other on the keyboard. My fingers. Yes, the keyboard is too small. Okay. All right. Y, U, and I are all next to each other. So we have any? Then we have R and C. Okay. C and R don't go at the beginning. wonder if this begins with a vowel. What other letters do we have? Some main letters that we still have are D, L. Oh, I wonder if it ends in like a CH. What about like LUR? Okay, CH. Lurch? Is that how you spell it? If that's a real word? I mean, lurch, like you lurch forward, or lurch, you know. I don't know. Is that a word? We can give it a try. It gets the U, another vowel. Let me try lurch. Okay, well, I could have R at the beginning, but U doesn't go next to it. There's no H. C would either go in the middle. Okay, so R can go at the beginning. U can't go at the beginning. C can go in the middle. All right, so at this point, I feel like I need another board. I only have 3 guesses left. R. Oh my gosh. Okay. That would leave there's no H. I feel like I need to see if what options we do have. There is no L, no H. Got U, R, and C somewhere in the word. Try something with an N. N. I. Maybe IN. What if it starts with a vowel? Incur. Okay, let me write incur as an option. You know, honestly, I can't think of any other word. I wonder if I should just come back to it. All right, let me see. Incur. What else could we possibly have? C doesn't go at the beginning. Can this be anything else? No. We have a word that ends in a U. But where crew? I'm going to try incur. Okay, all right. Incur. Got it in 4. All right, I have played 648 games. My current and max streak are both 311. Woo, incur. That was kind of tough. All right, let's go down to strands, find hidden words, and uncover the day's theme. July 2nd, 2025. This is for the birds. Okay. This is for the birds. Well, up in the upper left, I see the word leaf. Do you think that could be? I'm also seeing the word wing over in the upper right. Here, wing. All right. And I'm also seeing feather. Wait. Oop. Feath, feather or feathers. All right. And so, you know what? I'm wondering, I'm going to try feather. Feather. Oh, shoot. Feather. Okay. And now let's try wing. No. Twig. Twig, maybe? Okay, twig. Let's see. Leaf. All right. And what's down here in the left corner? Loss. Moss, maybe? Okay, moss. Grass. Wool. Wool. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm seeing lots of bird related things: feathers, grass, moss, leaf, wool, twig. Are they making a nest? A nest. 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 Oopsie. I meant to do, okay, maybe nesting. Like the birds are going to make a nest. Let's try that for the spanogram. But what are all the, oh, fluff. No, nesting. Oh, maybe it's nesting fluff. Things that they, nesting fluff. No. Okay, well, let's try fluff. All right. It's something nesting. Great nesting? No, because there, then the M would be nester, nest, nesting material. Okay, nesting material. There we go. And look, it's like up in a tree. Okay. All right. I got 7 words and then the spanogram. So the spanogram eluded me today, but this is for the birds. All right. Moving on to connections, group words that share a common thread, Wednesday, July 2nd. Go ahead, add another day to your 34-day streak. Okay, our 16 connections words are Oedipus Rex, fake ID, freshwater, Sophocles, juniper, Seneca, copy, slip, bootleg, mobile or mobile or mobile, T or shirt. I started to say, I saw the mobile and thought of T-Mobile and then saw shirt. So I said T-shirt. So maybe pain, dreams, and replica. Okay, well, so I was a psychology major, had got my degree in psychology. I'm seeing like Oedipus and id and dreams and maybe slip for Freudian slip. Let me think about that. Let me do a screenshot, or I could write it down, but because there's stop. Oh, sorry, that's my brother. Let me turn on my do not disturb. I've got to get this little, it's like a piece of eraser off on my phone. All right. Let's do a screenshot. Okay. Okay. All right. But Sophocles and Rex. Okay. So, I was saying T-Mobile and T-shirt. Let me, oh, let me switch to purple, because I wonder if this is like T blank or something, but T-Mobile, T-shirt, then there's like T-Rex. But what would the other T be? That might just be a red herring or something. Sophocles. Sophocles was like Greek. The term like sophomoric comes from Sophocles. All right. Let me switch over to yellow. We're just going to leave that for now. Do yellow. I'm also looking at fake and bootleg and copy. Replica. That's fake. Just synonyms for not the real deal. That then leaves pain. Is there a T-Pain? T-Pain? Is that like a rap singer or something? Honestly, I don't even know. T-Pain. Then we've got like 4 in a row here. Freshwater, Sophocles, Juniper, Seneca. Okay, so I started at the beginning highlighting Oedipus, id versus ID, slip, and dreams, because like Freud I think it was Freud that came up with the Oedipus complex, like you have a dad complex, your id, your ego, your super ego, a Freudian slip, meaning, a slip, like a slip of the tongue. You say something that you really mean, but you didn't really mean to say it or something. And then, of course, like the interpretation of dreams. I feel like that's very Freud, but also Sophocles, Seneca, I think was in there too, but I don't know. Then where would dreams go and bootleg? All right, let me see. Oh, I mean, I guess it's possible. I don't know if you know what I'm also seeing, and maybe let me change to, I'll just change to blue because I haven't used that yet. These right here in a row starts with the beginning of like freshman, fresh water. So freshman, Sophocles for sophomore, Juniper for junior, and Seneca for senior, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Okay, I don't know if I have to write these down. I think I got it. Then that would leave pain, T-Pain. I don't know. Let's give it a try and start. Let me delete my screenshot. I'm going to start with this. And if this is not right, then I'm going to have to start like from the starting point. You know what I mean? Like if this isn't right, that probably undoes everything I've thought of. Or I can go with like the fake and the replica and see if that's correct. Let's give it a try. Okay, whoo, all right, associated with Freud. Wow, and that's green? I'm actually kind of surprised because I don't know that everybody would know that. All right, then let's try this freshman, sophomore, junior, senior thought right here and see if that might be purple. Okay, starting with high school, college okay, right, high school or college abbreviations. Okay, and then I said copy, bootleg, replica, fake. Most likely that's yellow. Let's just go for it. And we can do, since I wasn't certain on the T-Pain and the T-Rex, how else could these go together? Mobile, copy, bootleg. I'm going to just give this a try. Okay, good. A knockoff, right? A knockoff, yellow, bootleg. All right. And this is T. I'm guessing it's T, but words after T. I'm surprised. That seems like a purple to me, but maybe because it's just one letter or one word, one letter with a word after it, maybe. Anyway, I did it and it didn't take me too long. All right. I've completed 307 games. My current streak is 35 and my max streak is 251. All right. What or who is T-Pain? I'm going to ask. Hey Siri, what or who is T-Pain?
Here's an answer from Wikipedia.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Yes. T-Pain, American singer, songwriter, rapper. There you go. There you have it. For those of you that did not know, that would be it. Okay, let me stop mirroring my phone. Okay. All right, so how did you do? How did you do on those? Oh, they were a little bit of a challenge. Again, I feel like doing that screenshot and highlighting that that really helped me. And I mean, I have a background in psychology as well as, I have kids that just graduated, they went through college, I work at a school. And so, I mean, seeing that, I mean, I feel like the freshman, sophomore, junior, senior wasn't too difficult. And that, I mean, I was thinking like if the Freud thing wasn't correct, then Sophocles and Seneca and Oedipus, those might all be like Greek related things. And then I don't know what would have gone with that. I'm not really sure, but I think there might be some people that find this, somewhat of a challenge today. Like maybe you'll get the T-Rex, the yellow and the yellow and the blue or whatever, maybe the yellow and the blue, but I'm not sure. Okay. All right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to leave a like down below and also share it out if you can. Share this with somebody else that might do some of the NYT daily games and let them know about this channel. You can check out my other channel, Mindfully Crocheted, and the link for that is down below. If you would like some yarn and crochet content, you can go over there. We also do some fun game things on that channel too. Pardon me. Okay, what else? There's the link to the NYT games down in my description box. So if you want to play on a web browser, you can do that. Give the games a try. And also in the comments, let me know what you thought or what you if you decided to play the games because of these videos. And I think there is a link to a playlist, and YouTube is probably suggesting another video right there. Don't forget to put a little play in your day. Take care and be kind.